What's going on, people? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I've got a video which I believe comes from up north, potentially Greater Manchester Police, and it shows a Muslim female officer wearing a hijab or a niqab, I'm not sure what it's called, working the beat, plain clothes, and being harassed by some males on the street. Without any further talking, let's get straight into the video. Tell me what you guys think.
Thanks for recording me.
No problem.
You're going to stick your phone number as well? Is this an undercover cop?
Why are you hiding, man? Don't hide.
So as you can see in the video, this female officer is doing her job. She's young, she's an officer, she's wearing her Muslim dress. And because of that, these individuals who always moan that, oh, I'm tired of being stopped and searched by white men, I'm tired of being stopped and searched by white people. When they see someone who looks like them stop searching them, immediately they start pointing fingers saying, actually, oh, I can't compute, you must be a traitor. Not understanding that the reason why this brave woman probably joined the police, knowing all the stigma that she would get from certain idiots inside the community where she may live, she did this because it is bigger than her. This is something which is bigger than her. This is something which is bigger than you who's making the comments. She's trying to make a lasting difference. This young girl, she's probably bright. She's not doing this for the money. A lot of us don't get paid the most. She's not doing this to impress her mates. A lot of us people who come from urban communities, we don't get praised from our mates from joining the police. We get the opposite. She's doing this to try and make a difference because she's probably thinking to herself, she can understand her community more than someone else will. And she's willing to sacrifice her friends, she's willing to sacrifice idiots berating her and harassing her because she's a Muslim female police officer on the street because of this. So, you guys know my opinion on it. However, I want to go through some comments which are in the comment section. As I've said before, when people know the full story, not just one little clip of someone trying to edit out half of the story when dealing with police officers, when they get a bit more information, usually they'll end up being on the side of the officers when they can see things in full. And I want to go through some of those comments. One of those comments is, to be honest, people need to stop violating, which means disrespecting feds, police for no reason. Some of them are actually decent and don't harass us. I only violate feds in retaliation to the arsehole ones who try and violate me. To all my police officers out there, do not be violating cold stepping GB. Don't be violating him. And to all of the members of the public out there, if a police officer's been polite to you, be polite back. If you want to have a bad interaction with a police officer, start it off that way. And the same goes to officers. If you want someone to treat you like a dick, treat them like a dick. That goes without saying. You guys already know that. But then we've got one of the idiots in the comment section who says, I'm not going to give his name, but he says, these are sold out puppets, police, who get used to snitch on their own. They really think the force gives about them. Haha. Crying, laughing face, wasted. No, mate, every single time I've been put in a situation where I need to deal with someone who I know and have been called to a job, it's happened a handful of times. I'll try and divert another officer to go in my stead. However, if I'm dealing with someone who I know and they're committing a crime, I'm not in the wrong, they are. I'll do what I'm doing. I don't go around having to snitch on people who I know. I usually work just outside the area where I live or further outside the area that I live. So I don't usually come across people who I know, which is another common misconception. They're only trying to get black and brown people in so they can snitch on their own. That's not how it works. But this is one I like the most. This is by AK1989. He says to these individuals who are recording, he says, it's called doing a job. Let all the people carry on selling drugs and committing fraud, driving around 8 miles per hour in a 20 zone, and then say, the police didn't do their job. Let's just have a society where people do as they please with no repercussions. Some feds are dickheads, no doubt. I agree. But if you're stinking of weed, driving around at a very high speed in a residential area at 4 AM, most of the things which are illegal go against the deen in any way, which means like go against what would be deemed to be the correct way of doing things in Muslim culture. Selling drugs, theft, fraud, prostitution, violence, robbery, and endangerment to life. And effectively what he's trying to say is, you've got young Muslim men who are disrespecting a young Muslim woman for having a job and trying to relate to the community. Not to mention they're making inappropriate comments and harassing her just because she's a woman. And this individual, he's looking at that and thinking, hold on, wait a second. You guys are the first ones to say, oh, how dare the police let this happen when someone gets run over? How dare the police let this happen when someone gets stabbed? How dare the police let this happen when a bunch of white officers are stopping searching a young Asian or black lad? But when the police try and do the right thing and make a difference, you want to start calling people traitors again. And this is again on a page which is anti-police, and this is one of the most liked comments on the page. Right? You've got people saying all sorts of crap about the police. Even within that community of people who are watching to watch police officers mess up, you've got a majority of them who are saying, actually, the guy behind the camera is a knobhead. When people get the full picture, people will see it your way. So officers out there, explain yourself properly. Take your time. Don't let a camera in your face get into your head. Continue doing what you were doing and explain very, very clearly to the individual that you're dealing with what you're doing and why what you're doing is the correct thing to do. Let the full picture play out. And when I've done that, you know what? These videos don't even get posted onto the internet. Why? Because these individuals don't want to paint the police in a good light. They want to do some anti-police propaganda and get their 15 minutes of fame. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll be back with another one soon. Peace.